Class, 7th. Subject, Social Science. Lesson 12. Monumental Architecture. Varieties of monumental architecture. We find a variety of monumental architecture in different parts of the India, such as temples, gurdwaras, forts, palaces, havelis, gardens, etc. These have been built in different styles, and variety of material have been used for their construction. Even different types of engineering and construction skills, art and organization and resources were employed to build them. Now we shall study the main buildings constructed during the period 800–1200 AD, from 1206 to 1526 AD, and from 1526 to 1707 AD. Monumental architecture in North India, 800–1200 AD. During the period from 800–1200 AD, many temples were built in North India. The Vishnu Temple at Jagannath Puri, Lingaraj Temple at Bhubaneswar, the Sun Temple at Konark, the Mahadeva Temple at Khajuraho in Bundelkhand, Tejpal Temple at Mount Abu, are the important temples of North India. The style of temple architecture was known as Nagara. A good example of this style is the Khajuraho Temple in Madhya Pradesh. These temples were built by the Chandila rulers. What is Nagara style?
Lingaraja temple at Bhubaneswar, the Sun temple at Konark, and the Jagannath temple at Puri are also of the Nagara style.
Tejpal Temple at Mount Abu, Rajasthan, was built by Solanki rulers of Gujarat. There are many temples which are made of white marbles and show excellent and delicate workmanship. The walls of the temples from inside are carved with idols, while the outside of the walls are plain. The statue of Gomateshvara at Shravanabelagola, Karnataka, is one of the largest statues in the world. Monumental architecture in South India, 800–1200 AD. The Pallavas, Pandyas, and the Cholas were great patrons of art and architecture during this period, 800–1200 AD. The Raj Rajwar Temple built by the Rajaraja, Gangaikonda Cholapuram Temple built by Rajendralal, and the Kailash Temple at Ellora built by the Rashtrakutas are famous for their beauty and art. The Chola rulers were great builders of temples. These temples were built in the Dravidian style. Rajwar Temple was built by Chola ruler Rajaraja in honor of Lord Shiva. The gateway of the temple was called Gopuram. It rises to a height of about 95 meters from the ground. The Kailash Temple Ellora is a specimen of the Rashtrakutas' architecture. It was built by the Rashtrakuta king Krishan I. The temple is built to cut rocks. This temple has been called one of the architectural wonder of the world. Monumental architecture under Delhi Sultanate, 1206 to 1526 AD. During the period of Delhi Sultanate, there was remarkable development in the field of architecture. The Turks and the Afghans introduced new styles and techniques of architecture in India. The amalgamation of these and Indian architecture created a new style which called Indo-Islamic architecture. During this period, 1206 to 1526 AD, many types of buildings such as palaces, forts, tombs, mosques, etc. were built. The main features of these buildings were domes and lofty minars. During this period, the Sultans of Delhi built many monuments. Qutbuddin Aibak built Quwwat-ul-Islam Mosque at Delhi. The sacred ayatas from Holy Quran were written on ita walls. He built Diding Ka John Para Mosque at Amma. He also started building Kutab Minor at Mehrauli, near Delhi, but due to sudden death of Aibak this work was later completed by Iltutmish, his successor. It has 5 stories and is 70 meters in height. During Alauddin Khalji's reign the art and architecture opened new vistas. He built many buildings. Out of them Alari Darwaja is very famous. It is made of red stones and marble. This darwaza presents the best specimen of its art. He built a palace of 1,000 pillars, Hawz-i-Koz, and Jamaat Khana Mosque. Ghisyuddin Tughlaq built a new city in Delhi known as Tughlaqabad. Muhammad bin Tughlaq built a new city named Jahanpana. Firoz Tughlaq also built new cities like Firozabad, Hisar, Firoza, and Jaunpur. He also built many mosques, schools, and bridges. The sultans of Sayyid dynasties built tombs of Mubarak Shah and Muhammad Shah. Tombs of Sikandar Lodhi, Mothka Masjid, Baragumbad were built during the Lodhi rule. Architecture of the South India. In the South India the rulers of Baramani and Vijayanagar built many buildings. In the Baramani state such as Jama Masjid, the Charminar, the Madrasa of Mahmud Gawan etc. were built. The tomb of the Firoz Shah at Gulbarga is the fine specimen of architecture. The rulers of Vijayanagar also built Hazara Rama and Vithal Swami temple etc. are well known. Mosque is the word of Arabic language, which means a place where the Muslims perform prayer of God. Numerous Muslims read the namaz in the Jama Masjid. While reading namaz, Muslims stand turning their face towards the Mecca. Monumental architecture under the Mughals, 1526 to 1707 AD. The Mughal emperors built beautiful forts, palaces, tombs, and mosques. Mughal Emperor Akbar was a great lover of architecture. He built many forts and buildings in red stone. Among these buildings Fatehpur Sikri, Jama Masjid, Panch Mahal, Diwan-e-Am and Diwan-i-Koz are very famous. He also built a huge gate which is called Buland Darwaza. His buildings are mixture of Iranian and Indian style. Jahangir built the tomb of Akbar at Sikandrabad and the tomb of Itmaduddaulah in Agra with white marble. A case study of Shah Jahan's patronage of architecture. Shah Jahan was the greatest builders among the Mughals. He was called the Prince of the Builders. He built many buildings during his reign such as Diwan-e-Am, Diwan-i-Koz in the fort of Agra, the Jama Masjid, the Moti Masjid and the Taj Mahal. His buildings had more delicacy, beauty and grace. Among all the buildings of Shah Jahan, the Taj Mahal on the bank of river Yamuna at Agra was the most famous. Shah Jahan built it in the memory of his beloved Queen Mumtaz Mahal. 20,000 artists worked for 22 years for the construction of the Taj Mahal and a sum of rupees 3 crore was spent on it. The Taj Mahal is a mixture of many architectural styles. It is built of white marble. It is decorated with about 20 varieties of precious stone were imported from other countries. It is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Why the Taj Mahal is one of the 7 wonders of the world. Red Fort. In 1639 AD this fort was built by Shah Jahan of red stone on the bank of Yamuna in Delhi. It has various beautiful buildings such as the Rang Mahal, the Diwan-i-Am, the Diwan-i-Koz, Shah Burj, Kwabga etc. Among of these the Diwan-i-Koz is the most famous. It is decorated with precious stones, gems, gold and various things of silver. Moti Masjid. The Moti Masjid was built by Shah Jahan in the fort of Agra. It was built in 4 years at the cost of Rs 300,000. It is built in white marble. Musamman Burj. The Musamman Burj is a beautiful burj of white marble. From this palace the Taj Mahal is visible. Shahjahanbad. Shahjahanbad city was founded by Shah Jahan in 1639 AD. Skilled artisans, masons, and workmen were called from far and near to assist constructing the city. Jama Masjid. Jama Masjid is one of the largest mosques in India. It stands on high platform. It was completed in 10 years. Tomb of Jahangir. The tomb of Jahangir was built at Shahadara in Pakistan. It was decorated with white marble. Shah Jahan was interested in gardens. He laid out various gardens. Some of the famous were those of Shalimar Garden in Delhi and Wazir Garden in Kashmir. Some gardens were laid out in the Taj Mahal and the Red Fort. Shah Jahan Takhat House. The peacock throne of Shah Jahan was kept in Diwan-i Khos. It was completed in 7 years at a cost of about 1 crore rupees and built of white marble. In 1739 AD Nadir Shah carried it away to Persia.